Hi, in this video I want to talk about Sony APSC cameras, the Super 35 sensors. In these two videos, as you can see here side by side, I want you to guess which of the two cameras that I use. Is it the Sony a6700, the Sony fx30, the ZV-E10, the Sony a6000, or the fs700. So those are APS-C cameras that I just mentioned. On top of that, I want you to guess whether I was filming in 420 or 422, or whether I record in 8-bit versus 10-bit. And lastly, do you think I record natively 1080p or 4K? So guess, because this is an important question for YouTube filming, right? A lot of people want to get the latest, greatest camera, and they think that this will definitely make their picture profile or the video look more cinematic. Well, this is for you to guess what type of camera I'm using right now. So let's talk about it right now. Alright, so you can see the video side by side. Which of the camera do you think it is? Is it the latest, greatest Sony APS-C camera like the a6700? Or is it the oldest camera, but a cinema camera, the fs700, which was made in 2012? Or is it somewhere in between? You have the fx30 or the ZV-E10. Right, those are made sometime in 2021-22. Well, I'll give you a few seconds to think through this. Maybe you want to pause the video and guess, right? On top of that, before you even guess, think about the type of profile it is, right? Is it the 8-bit or is it the 10-bit? Is it the 420 or is it the 422? Is it filmed in 1080p natively or 4K natively? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself when you're looking at these two videos. Again, give yourself a few seconds, pause this video, and write down your answer. I think you might be surprised. Are you ready? Alright, so the camera I'm filming with is actually this one here. This is the same camera I'm filming right now. This is the fs700. Actually, this is the 700R, but it's filming in 1080p 8-bit 420, right? So in cameras too. So it's using the codec that is built in, so it's not using external monitor. So you can see the color profile and everything that's filmed here looks pretty good, right? So would you need a latest greatest camera from Sony, the APS-C a6700 or even the fx30? You know what, for YouTube, I don't think so. In fact, from now on, these are the two cameras, the twins, the fs700, that I'll be filming from now on, because I like this profile. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to stick with this camera. I actually, beforehand, I had all these cameras I kept, but I realized that the more camera I have, the less I'm actually putting the effort to work on my filming, right? So I decided to go with the fs700 because it's a cinema camera. It actually has all the feature that a cinema camera would have, and I want to be really good at it. So I'm thinking of making short film in the future, so I might as well use this type of style of filming. As you can see, this camera is built for doing short films. It has the ND filters right here built in. It has all these button features, and the battery lasts very long. So you can actually put a very big battery, the FP900 series, into this camera, and it will last for at least 3-4 hours. It even comes with, at least I purchased, a remote control to record directly, and I can hook up a external monitor which allows this camera here to record in RAW. So it has that flexibility. Right now I'm just recording in the regular old codec. It's actually the VHD or something like that, the old format 1080p, and it's only using 28 megabits per second. That is really low. You're talking about, let me see, less than 4 megabytes per second. Okay, about 3 to 4 megabytes per second. That is like amazing, right? You can get this type of quality, and it's low storage. So that's what I like. I want to be able to store as much of these data but have the highest quality as possible, and the Sony a700 with its built-in codec can do that. Now if I decided to make it better, I can get my Shogun Inferno, hook it up, and I can record 4K 12-bit raw CDNG or ProRes or ProRes RAW. Those are the options I can have. So this thing can turn into a real cinema camera because of the way the codec works. And what I like about it is the actual audio that you can use, the XLR, which this thing actually has built in both here and here as well. Okay, so it actually has a built-in XLR input. And in fact, this camera is also fs700, and it's using, look at that, it's actually using this Shure mic, like almost like a report mic. I don't know how to describe this. Is a like feed blogging mic or a table mic, but yeah, it does a good job. And yeah, I just put it on a table and I'm recording the sound right now outdoor. So because it's an XLR, I can hook up any type of XLR mic to this camera, and it sounds amazing. So the flexibility of this camera, even though it's a bit big, I mean, the other cameras like the Sony fx30 or the 6700, you can carry around in your pocket, I guess, and set it up quite quickly. But this one actually is quite good. I mean, I already have it all set up, and I can move around. It's just a bit more weight, maybe about 2-3 pounds more if you add in all other accessories, but that's all right. The very fact that I can use the ND on this and just change it anytime I want. When it's very sunny day, I can put in high ND filters. If it's dark, I can take that off and get the proper lens that is large, wide aperture. And yeah, so a lot of flexibility in this camera. Definitely the camera I'll be using from now on. I actually sold off my Sony a5000. I had 2 of them. I decided from now on I would like to just film in fx700. I think this is the way to go. I want to be familiar myself with a cinema camera, so no more portable small mirrorless camera. I want that cinema quality camera. Of course, there's exception to that. I do have the Sigma FP and the Nikon ZR, which is a full frame. I'll be using that as well because of the full frame sensor, and it has also ability to record in RAW, right? So that's why I'm gonna keep those cameras. But Sony a5000 and even the GH4 that I really love, again, because the very fact that I want to move into short films, I want to familiarize myself with cinema camera, and so this is definitely a good start, right? This is a proper camera to use for short films and feature films. So that's what I'm going to be using from now on. That's why I'm sticking with my Sony fx700. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. Bye.